Okay. Sounds good.
Und you're live. We are live, I guess. Okay. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Can you quickly type into chat that we're actually live and if you see anything? And let's first introduce you for our big winner announcement for our plugin challenge. I've got Niels on my side moderating the stream. Hi Niels.
Hi Philip, nice to see you.
Thanks for assisting me here on doing the stream. And we also got some special guests you can see already on the top who will give something. Plamen is already in there. Nice, good to see you. And yeah, currently 12 viewers. So yeah, I think we can start off. Jens also there. Yeah, I think we have a little bit of latency, unfortunately, a few seconds, maybe 30 or something, or maybe up to a minute. But feel free to chat nonetheless. Okay. So let's get started, I would say. Next slide. How do I do this? Oh, okay. I can just scroll. We hear you twice. Thanks for Fabian. We have a little bit of technical difficulties. I couldn't stream from my computer. I don't know why, but we now have a second laptop on the side that's in the Teams meeting, and that's streaming what I'm sharing here. Technical stuff, always problems. So first off, thank you very much for 22 submissions. We got a huge variety of plugins. So not better. Yeah, but I think like it takes a few seconds after I muted myself to Jens, please write like if it's now better. Now you should get the okay. But I hope it's not too bad. So let's look at the plugin challenge, apexmtsolutions.com. HTTPS.
Small typo in there.
I can't type solutions. Thanks. Solutions.com.
mt-itsolutions.com.
Apex.mt. Yeah, okay. I don't know our domain, sorry. And we got a small overview. So I think we got a huge variety of plugins. Niels, you can tell us later what you like. But for example, we've got from Jens, which I think it's really cool, like Minimap in reports. So if you don't know list destinations, you can have a small map in your report. That's pretty cool. Also interactive, you can move around. Links from one report with a badge. Matt submitted 3 plugins. I saw like he's also still maintaining them. That's pretty cool. And you can see like also I like the variety of stuff. So some specific displays like a card here, another card, but also like simple stuff you need in many apps, like just displaying a yes, no with a check mark or something. And he built a small template component for that. So you can easily customize that. Really cool. Hayden Hudson made checkboxes for an interactive report. Ender made some text compare. That's also looks pretty cool. We got some charts. We got more charts. A sortable report where you can really drag around. A vertical timeline, so you can see if stuff is happening like when. So if you have a process line, then you can see which happened when. Dashboard cards. We've got more badges with like time stuff. We got a parallax plugin that's like where when you scroll, the background scrolls a little bit different. You can see that here in the GIF. playing card. If you need to have a break from your work, you can play cards now in Apex. Really great. Palamen made conference cards, pretty cool. I haven't seen any conference adopting that, Niels. You could, of course, use them for Apex Connect. But
Would be an idea, yeah. We'll see if we can make that in, yeah.
And just SQL, you can then create beautiful cards with it for presentations. Also, if you have like a soccer site, he tested around first with like a BBC score result. Louis did two, I really like multiple avatars. So we've got like a native Apex component where you can show one avatar, but what if you have like a project where multiple people are working on you? Now you can display multiple avatars. Pretty cool. Also, empty state. If you have an empty report, you get the boring Apex message, no rows. And he made it easy to just add an icon with like buttons so you can quickly create a new record. Pretty good. John Dixon submitted also badges with like an info pop-up, so you can put in help text to different statuses, also pretty user-friendly. And you've got progress arrows to show like where you are in a progress, like an alternative to the wizard. Andre did some flip cards. When you hover over them, you flip the card and show more details. Looks pretty cool. Also many styles. And yeah, that's it. That's the 22 submissions. Thank you so much for all of these.
I can see that they give you a hard time, no? The jury members to pick who's going to win the prize here. I mean, those already look stunning. But I really like the playing card one. That's you have to come up with that idea first, right?
Yeah, if you need a break, you can now play cards. Cool. Yeah, also like the voting was really close because there are so many great plugins out there. So we had a hard time doing our ratings or votings. But yeah, we are really proud with all the stuff you came up. Also like the different varieties, like how people think about what template components bring to us and put really creative solutions out there that we can now easily use because there are shareable plugins in any app. I think that's pretty cool.
Nice work. Thanks very much, all of you that contributed to this.
Yeah. We also got more people to thank to our awesome jury. They took the time to go through each of these submissions, tested it, and in the end gave a score. So we can in the end determine the winners. So we first got Michelle from Insam, Shakib, the master of the universal theme, from Oracle Apex team, Tim also from the Oracle Apex team. He's also like the inventor of template components and using them a lot to build like Oracle applications. Pretty cool that he also wanted to be in the jury. Dimitri Gilis, master of plugins, I would say. Jürgen Schuster, he's also leading Apex World where we share the plugins. And me and my colleague Kai also did some work in the jury. Thank you for that. And I think we can start with the important stuff and announce the first winner. What do you say?
Sure, let's go ahead. I'm excited to hear about that.
So drum roll. We unfortunately don't have any soundboards. So fifth place. Congratulations to Andre. He built the Flipkart plugin. I showed it a little bit, went over it before, but let's take a closer look. So this is a demo page he built, and where are actually the demos? Here. So this is like a card thing, and you can see here, for example, you can display users here. These are sample pictures, but if I hover over anyone, we get the nice animation, and then I can see more details about the person, and even can click like a report to open. And the cool thing, he submitted, or he made it possible to use many styles. So here's another one, even another one. So here the back of the card looks a little bit different with an image and float. So these are a little bit wider. You can fit more even more, and also horizontal one for mobile. I think this is pretty cool. And yeah, thank you very much for your submission, Andre, and congratulations for your prize.
Yep, congratulations. Small applause to teams then instead. But yeah, great work. That's good.
Great. Yeah. So next up, we got some before we announce the fourth place, we actually got someone from two people from the Flows team here, and I want to show you a little bit what they've been up to and what you can do with Flows. So a little bit sponsor session here, small one.
Yeah.
Moritz, you can share your screen.
Yep. Let's see.
Yeah.
Visible. Yeah. I just leave the slides like that. So yeah, this is currently on Flows Apex 23.1. It's a quicker, I hope. Just a couple of information. So for those who don't know what Flows is, I won't read the full slide. You can just pause when you watch the video and just read the slides and then go on. So in short, it's BPMN 2.0 compliant workflow engine. It runs on any Oracle database 19c. It should be on a decent patch set. Minimum Apex would be 20.2. And one of the main things here is it's a workflow engine that runs completely in the Oracle database. So no other stuff needed. And a couple of other stuff. And yes, it's open source. There's commercial support. And then just a quicker how, which people would work with Flows for Apex. How could this help you in development? So you could actually start to split different roles, like a business analyst that would be able to model complex workflows, understand how workflows work, probably has really good knowledge on BPMN 2.0, but isn't like an Apex developer as such. So he can start modeling stuff. And yes, we took a very complex diagram here. That's pretty much just all the things we support. And he can start modeling out the process in parallel to other people probably doing other stuff. So business analyst, making sure the workflow, your process is fine. The Apex developer then can start already on Apex applications and later on plug in to the workflow engine using plugins that we provide. Okay, pun not intended. And work in parallel and also create probably database packages, procedure stuff that can be hooked up into the process. So we have the option of designing the process while we work on the application and then hooking stuff together afterwards. Then we have a process administrator, so the ops part of it, where a process administrator can actually look into the running workflows using the app that we provide, our engine app, and can actually look into performance statistics, make sure daily operations actually work. Probably can also activate newer versions of diagrams on demand. So using our lifecycle features. And yeah, we have a lot of stuff like also archiving. Obviously, as we're running on Oracle technology, we did an integration with OCI object storage for archiving the stuff because that was rather easy. Yeah, so that would be the process administrator. And then, yeah, we have the end user. We also provide a single inbox as a view for the Apex developers or database developers. A view is always a good interface for that, which contains all the tasks that are there. Side note, if you're using it in combination with the approval task from Apex, we have a unified inbox, which means we combine the Flows inbox with the unified task list that Apex provides out of the box. So yeah, these are pretty much the people involved. Here are some stats which are really nice. So we have like 8,000 plus downloads across all releases, a lot of stuff. And what we're really proud of is this part here. We have over 350 automated regression tests.
And the download number is even more now, so it's close to 9,000 already. So
okay. So yeah, that's typically where on YouTube videos you see that on-screen text that says, okay, now it's something else. Yeah, we use UTP-L SQL for our regression tests, so we make sure that everything works. For reference, yes, MT uses that one internally on their own. So this is an example where we use the Flows engine. I just go through. We have a customer that actually uses this for sort of a ticket system to model the workflow in a ticket system. I just go through the examples. Again, you can just pause the video if you want to have a bit more detailed look here. This one you probably need to pause to understand and then zoom in a bit, but these are a couple of examples. And even in the automotive sector, we have people using the stuff. So possible features for 24.1 that hasn't changed much since we talked about that. So we're looking into different things that could be implemented. However, this is like, yeah, take it with a pinch of salt. It's what we plan to do. However, it's mostly done with like free time. It's an open source project. So yeah, we're trying to commit to a certain timeline, but yeah, it depends on how much time we have. And yeah, if you want to know more, go to flowsforapex.org, which leads you to this page here. And from here, you can go into documentation, read other stuff, look at blog stuff that we have. And we also have a small YouTube channel with Flows for Apex that you can look for. I think we published a new video yesterday, if I remember.
Yes.
Or was it today? Oh, yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah. It was gateway routing expressions. So we cover various kinds of features through YouTube. So it is actually a very good way to get a little bit more acquainted with the BPMN notation, as most Apex developers are new to that. So, but there's also great documentation there on the website. So have a look at that. And a tutorial also. Yeah. If you look at the start page and scroll down, there's also a tutorial that will take you step by step through creating your first app and integrate that with Flows for Apex.
Yeah. Good. So I hope I was in the assigned time slot for that.
Yeah, that was our sponsored session, our first sponsored session.
It's also about plugins, so
yeah.
But let's move on. Thank you very much, Moritz. Let's move on to the next winner. Fourth place, drum roll again. Who is it? Plame, and you're also in the chat. Congratulations to you. Conference card, your place, fourth place. So let's also take a little bit a peek on what he did here. So this is like specifically for displaying information about upcoming talks, for example. You see a lot on Twitter, I guess, about people sharing their presentations, and with this template component you can easily make like a nice looking shareable picture, or you can even use it at conferences, for example. And so he created like the themes for it for different conferences, in this case for Kscope 23 and UK OUG 23, and you can with SQL then just query like the details that are changed for each talk, speaker name, a little bit of a title, description, when it's taking place, where it's taking place, like here hashtags, the speaker image, and then everybody can get nice image. Next step would be maybe to do like an implementation with AOP or something, so you can mass generate for every speaker or something. But thank you very much for your submission, and congratulations to you, Plum.
Yeah, congratulations also from my side. Also great job, and I really have to look into Apex Connect if we can use this, but we'll see. That's not mostly a technical challenge, right?
Yeah. So great.
Cool.
So next up, another small demo. Fabian is sitting conveniently directly next to me. Is going to talk a little bit of LCT.
Hi everyone. The next and last sponsored session is dedicated to LCT, our low-code testing framework, which is a UI testing framework designed for Apex applications by Apex developers. And LCT in this case stands for low-code testing, meaning when we create tests and test cases and test steps and so on, we don't want to write any code. We don't want to have to learn specific JavaScript things, or have to work with Python or so on, or learn a specific heavy coding heavy framework. We just want to stay within our Apex microcosm. So if we have a look at what I mean by that, low-code testing means we can easily test Apex applications. So if we want to test an Apex application, we have our worksheets here. A worksheet represents an application that we want to test. We can open this up. And then we have our test cases here that always are designed to test a specific functionality of an app. Oh, I see the echo.
Can you quickly check if somebody has his mic also on? There are people on the chat complaining about echoes.
Yeah. But
there seems to be two mics.
This could be us. Touch the HDMI.
Okay.
But
try it with the headphones. Okay, but picture is back. But thanks for letting us know for that.
Okay.
You
have to let me know if you can hear me, because
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So just one of the main things that we want to do here, we can easily create our tests. We can create test cases right here. We can assign specific steps to them, and basically think about them creating steps in a way that a user would normally interact with the application that we want to test. And let me see. Okay. Niels is asking if it's better now, still echoing. Okay.
That's something we can't fix spontaneously. Sorry for that.
Maybe if it's not that annoying if I slow down a little bit. The main thing here that we can do is we are an Apex application. We have access to the metadata of the application that we want to test, which enables us to do a couple of things, like working with the metadata when we create our tests. So our main goal is that if you use LCT, you don't have to worry about with the headphones from Phil, it's better. Okay. Without?
Oh. Okay. Good. Okay. Can we switch them off?
Yes. Now.
Okay. Perfect. I hope it's gone now. Okay. So just let me get to this one thing here. We want to make sure that you don't have to worry about a lot of things that you have to worry about when using other testing solutions or other frameworks. A main thing is that we don't want to worry about selectors, like finding an element on a given page. What we do is we create our selectors in the background because we have access to the metadata of the application that we want to test. So we know what kind of names our elements have on the page. We know any static IDs that are defined for the regions, for columns, or for page items. And this we can use when we create our tests. So we don't worry about a CSS selector or an XPath selector, we just choose everything that we need from the metadata. For example, in this case, we go to the sample database application, we give a page, customer details, for example, and then we just choose one of the elements here. For example, if you want to click the Add Customer button, we just choose it here and would click Create to then generate that specific step. Another thing that you don't have to worry about is latency issues, because in the background we have two voices of Fabian on the line. Okay. Is this here? Okay. Okay. It should be better now. And the main thing is. Okay, is this mic in OBS active? Okay. The thing here is you don't have to worry about latency issues. In the background, we're using Microsoft Playwright, one of the most advanced testing frameworks out there. So we make sure that we're using auto-weighting and actionability checks and so on before we interact with our elements, which means we have, when we create our test with LCT, we can do this quickly. We can do it in the way that we are used to, because we're basically interacting with an Apex application. And the tests are also relatively stable because there's no interference due to latency or issues where elements cover each other. Everything we see in our output log, if there is an issue there, but we are always pretty stable when we're working with it. So because this took quite some time right now due to the audio issues as well, let me just show you what an execution of a test case looks like in LCT. We can hit Run Worksheet here. We can test against various browsers. So the Chromium-based browsers, which is Microsoft Edge, the Chrome browser itself, the Edge browser, and also Firefox and WebKit. So we cover Safari as well. We can choose here. In this case, just for the demo, I will choose the Chromium browser, hit Schedule, and our test is now being executed. We get the live result of the test case streamed via WebSocket to our Apex application. If something doesn't work, we see it directly here in this log. In this case, it was successful. If we have a look here, we have the results for each of the steps we've defined. We have a couple of screenshots that we can take at each point during our tests, because they are basically steps that we can place anywhere in the test case. So we have this as well. And if something doesn't work, we have always auto-generate a screenshot where we see a possible issue. So if something doesn't work, we have the status of the application at the point of test failure. So we have this as well. We also have a functionality to schedule tests, and implemented this in a way that I think is human readable and quickly definable. So we can basically do this just like a database scheduling string, but a bit more readable, and choose an exact time when our test suite, which is a collection of worksheets, will be run. So we can do it before a deployment or after a specific point in development has been reached. We can execute it every day. We can execute it on the 24th of November, for example, whenever we like. And we can define this here as well. There are many more features of LCT that I can show you. You can always request a demo from us. You can always get a sample environment where you have LCT installed and test LCT against one of the sample applications that we offer, that Apex offers, like the sample database application, the sample interactive grid app. And there you can feel it for yourself. Just let us know. You can always get more information on LCT itself via, let me just, okay, I can't do this here. Command T. Okay, Command T. Perfect. Thanks, Philip. You can always go to lct.software, where we post all the latest things concerning LCT. We have a release coming up at the end of March where we have a lot of new functionalities. So we will be posting videos about this and blog posts as well, letting you know via Twitter. So yeah, we do everything to keep you informed about this. Okay, thank you. Back to Philip.
Thanks, Fabian. And okay, I want to give an award to Moritz for being the smartest here in our Teams call. At least he figured out what the issue was. Yeah, of course. Yeah, we have like a second laptop here because some reason OBS wouldn't start on my computer, and so we just connected another laptop to the team session and streamed from there. And there the microphone was on and it's sitting next to me. So of course we get recorded 2 times. So it should be fixed now, and we learn from mistakes, I guess. But it's getting better now. But yeah, so now to the podium places, really exciting. So 3rd place, actually something incredible I think happened. We have 3 first places. Actually 3 submissions received the exact same voting average. So I'm a little bit of a Formula One nerd, and there was this one time in history, also before Oracle was sponsored. So at one time in history, there's in qualifying, a driver wants to put the fastest lap in there to get to start on the race day in the front. And one time, actually, also 3 drivers drove the exact same time, also on the thousands. And now we have a similar situation. Okay, we have 5 jury members. I think it's not as uncommon, but think it's really cool. So yeah, we split the prize money from the first 3 places. So each one gets 566 euros. But we can move on and look at the first winner of the 3 winners. Scroll. Okay, Hayden Hudson, congratulations. He is also, I think, I really like his idea of what a template component can do. I think normally we would think of ways to display data. He actually thinks about functionality, and that's really cool. So one thing that we have in interactive grids are select boxes, check boxes to select rows. It's missing in interactive reports, and he just made a template component where you can select rows, and with JavaScript you can get a live list of the selected rows. So for example, you can check the ones you want to process, for example, do some, I don't know, send some mails to, and this is now easily doable with an interactive report. Really creative solution, I would say.
Very practical.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
So congratulations to Hayden, and yeah, also thank you very much for submitting something.
Great work, Hayden.
Yeah. And next one, now it's faster, to the first place, Rodrigo. Congratulations to you. I also really like this one because this is something that's, I would say, maybe missing in Apex. So like an hierarchical view or the vertical view actually on events. So for example, if you process some orders and it's not as complex that you need a flows for Apex solution, then you can just do a vertical timeline template component, and you can see here on this day order received, and then the next thing is order being processed, like the same. I don't know if you order a lot of the internet, but the apps from the packaging companies also show something similar. And what's also really great, for each entry here, you can put an action in there. For example, it's different here. We can still cancel, and here we can track. Here we can still edit. So it's really convenient and usable. And if you have use cases regarding this, you can take a look at it. It's just a plug and chat on apex.world. Yeah, congratulations, Rodrigo.
And all it takes is a SQL statement, right? To get this up and running.
That's the great thing about template components. You just need to input a SQL on your table. You would have that data in there nonetheless. So you just get a nice view on it for free. Yeah.
Good.
Icons here also. Congratulations to Rodrigo. And drum roll, last winner is, too fast, Louis. Multiple avatars, and yeah, went a little bit over it too, but let's take a closer look. So again, we actually have in Apex something that looks similar, but it's only for one avatar, for one person, so you can show one user. And here we can actually now show a list of users. And if you don't have an image, it's conveniently just putting the first letters. I forgot how you call this. Sorry. Okay. But the details are also really cool. If you hover over one, it's going to pop to the front. We can actually make click targets to take a look at the person. And if you have real images here, you can also show them. And also you can have like the icons. It makes also useful. For example, if you have different departments, you can maybe show, if you don't have photos, department logos. You can use them in a region here. Initials, thank you, Benjamin. And you can, but of course, also template components, also another thing. You can use them in regions, or you can use them in reports, and you can just put them into your interactive report here. Also, yeah, one thing still, like overflow, it's not going to, if you have too many users, it's not going to break your report. You can see here +2, and it's like a different target here. So here now you get a complete list. So this is a great example of like thinking about all the edge cases I think a good plugin needs, because it's easy to do it for your use case where you have 4 users, but if another one installs the plugin, he may have like 50 users for one project, and he gets then this overflow badge here that shows how many are not displayed. So
Cool.
Congratulations to Louis.
Yeah, congratulations. He really has an eye for details. So looks really nice. So 3 prize 1 winners, so to say.
Yeah.
Wow.
I hope you also have like some inspiration to what you can use in your projects in the next days. So of course, that's a great thing. You can just go to apex.world, and there's the section here, plugins. And if you can, of course, like discover every plugin that we have here. We can also filter by type. So we now have 33 template components. 22 of them are from our challenge. Just want to say it's working. But of course, feel free now. I want to motivate you to still do template components. I think it's like a win-win situation. When you share something, others can use it for free, and they may be encouraged to share their own template components. And if a lot of people do it, we have like a huge gallery of shareable, easy to implement plugins, and this makes the whole Apex ecosystem better. So I want to encourage you to do plugins. But yeah, if you want to use one of these we showed today, we can just go here and avatar, you can search for it. You can see it here, Louis Moreau, multiple avatar. You can display the demo here. You can go to GitHub. It's also pretty cool. If you haven't developed a plugin yet, you can look at the code at GitHub or download it and import it to your workspace. There you can also discover the code behind it or the logic behind it. And also here's a quick and convenient download link, and it would just download the plugin for me so I can install it.
Cool. Yeah.
Thank you very much for participation. We will contact the winners in the next day about the prizes. So look out in your inbox. And thank you also for submitting plugins and for being in the stream. If you also have some feedback or something, put it in the chat. And I think like if we do another stream, we will be better with audio.
Philip, by the way, thank you very much for doing this challenge. It was your idea, right, to pull this up, and I really loved it. We were just a sponsor as MT, but I really liked the challenge concept, and it worked out pretty good. I mean, loads of new plugins are now available on apex.world, and they all look really nice. So not only the winners get applause here, but everybody who contributed to this challenge. So thank you very much once again, and hope to see you soon, somewhere, someday, maybe on a conference or some other event. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for supporting me in this, and of course for sponsoring it.
You're welcome. Yeah. All right. Have a nice day, evening, wherever you are, and catch up with you next time.
Bye-bye. Enjoy your evenings.
Bye-bye.
Moritz is waving, Fabian is waving. End stream. The stream will stop immediately and will no longer be live. I don't know if I need to wait for the delay. I just wait for a few seconds. So we need some elevator music or some. I think I can edit it out. I don't know. I never did that. Write in the chat if you are. No, it's too late. Is it? I think we can stop it now. I need some elevator.